Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial. So this is the last part. Here we're gonna continue. So we made this planet over here, but we're gonna do the effect you see here. So we're gonna do this kind of water waves effect and this waveness. So yeah, let's get started. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're just gonna add. Well, first off, if you haven't installed the noise, do that now. And what I mean, you see noise, these ones, you can see in the description to the tutorial how to install it. And if you have, so the first thing we're going to do the waves that you saw on this planet. And so there's, as you know since before, a white and a black mask, and we're going to use that. For the first thing, we're just going to actually just hide these, and we do an let's see, position. That's what I'm thinking about. Position like this. And we're going to use object, because then if we move the planet, it won't get affected by the world coordinates. So this is the kind of thing you want to have. And Boroni noise 3D. That's one of the nodes you have installed by now. So if we just plug it in like this, and at the moment we just put it in over here and save. And you see we have starting to get these wavy shapes, right? And we want to use this as a mask. So if we do a lerp, and this is the base color that we made in the past, in the previous tutorial. And if we do this one, then we have everywhere where it's white, it's going to be the new color, and black is blue. Yeah, you see the result here. So we want it to be, let's see, black. Wait. This should, yeah. So this is good. A weird representation. This is what I'm looking out for. And you see we're starting to get the wave pattern. And what we can do more here to make it better is to do an power node. So what a power node does, you see here, it's kind of sharpen the edges. And if we plug this one in and we do save, you already see here, we get this kind of waviness. So that's nice. And also, of course, cell density, we can change that to maybe 20. Let me see, we have more waves like this. So I'm going to do saturate to make sure it's between 0 and 1. Because sometimes when you do power, you might overshoot values so that it gets more than 1. And then if you have that in lerp, I had the experience it can be a little bit odd results. So this is nice. So let's add some animation to it. And we're going to add some animation here. And it's, first off, let's do a time. And we just plug it into the angle offset. We do save. And we see now we're starting to get waves. And of course, maybe we just need to multiply it with wave speed like this. So maybe we want it a little bit more settled than this. So maybe we want the value to be 0.5 as a default. So it's a little bit more calm. So this works and looks okay. But we can actually make it a little bit more better. So if I do the cell density and do this to, well, 10 and do save. You see it's pretty, you can see the kind of noise here. It's pretty straight lines. So easy fix to this is just to add a noise to the position. So if you add a noise to the position, it will kind of offset the reading, right? So that way we can have a little bit more, nicer waves. So if we do simple noise, we're going to make sure we have simple noise reading. So if we do this one, and we're just going to do an add. We're going to add the noise to the original position. So what happens here, we put in the noise and we get a float value back. Unfortunately, it's not a 3D noise. And also the value is between 0 and 1. So what I want to do, I want to remap this one. So now this the output from the noise is 0 to 1 and the output is -1 to 1. So this means it either offset it positive or negative. Unfortunately only in a diagonal axis, but that's good enough. So if we just save this one, and you see it's super too much, and the reason is we just need to multiply this to make it less strong. So if we do a multiply and put it here, maybe just gonna be 0. Let's start 0.01. Maybe we can do the like this noise offset. So if we do noise offset like this, save it. And then we do the water. You can do the noise offset like this. So here you see, now it's starting to get less. 0.02, that's good enough. And also we're gonna increase this to 20. So we're gonna leave it to this. And of course you can tweak it, but now you get the basic idea how to do it. So that's how you do this. So I'm just gonna show you an overview of what we made. So here we have the color since before, and we're using a lerp. And here we have the position of each pixel, and we do an offset. We actually put a noise on it, and here we remap it from 0 to 1 to -1 to 1, and then we just scale it down to really weak, and then we add it back to the position. So the position has a little bit of offset, and we put that one into the noise. Then we do this power value on it to get more sharp edges, and saturate it to make sure it's a value between 0 and 1. And then we just add it here. Well, we actually not add it, we're doing a lerp. So wherever it's white, we choose the color white, so we could actually have a red color if we wanted to, or another texture. So that's nice. And so we're going to leave it like that. And actually I just felt for a little bit smaller waves. And then we need to compensate with noise as well. So that's going to be cool. And yeah, I think if we do even more power, it's not so much waviness. I'm going to leave it for that. That's going to be good enough. So the other thing we're going to do a vertex offset. So you saw in the start, we had waves here, right? So it went like this. And in the shader, we have the fragment. So this is the pixel part. And here we have the vertex part. So we're going to work here to offset the vertex. And the way we do this is, let's see, normal vector. So we need a normal vector. And we're going to pick the normal vector in the objects space. And what we're going to do with this, we're going to add some nodes here. So we're going to have the position, and this is also going to be object. We only want to be in the object world. And we're going to put this in a Perlin noise. Of course, 3D. So let's see. That's the one. And now this outputs a value. So if we do 20 here. So if we just do multiply. So this normal, if we multiply this normal with this value, then we have an offset value of some places. So where it's black, it won't be offsetted at all. Or if it's white, it's going to be offsetted. So we just do position, and we do the object space again. Then we just do an add. So we just want to add this kind of offset to the position. So what's happened here? We have the position. And then we add an offset. So this is an offset thing, right? And we offset in the normal direction. And the amount of offset is how much the noise value is. So we multiply it here. So if we save this part and check it out, it should be a lot. So it works, and it's very strong, and it's static. So we can do some stuff here to make it more interesting. So the first time we can do is to do, well, actually, we can start with scaling it down because it's huge. It's super strong. And so we have a mask on the water, and if we just plug in the color like this, we see we have black and white. So now we're just going to add the waves to where it's black. So that means we need to, we just put everything back again. We just need to negate this one. So we do 1 minus. So now we have it invert. Then we just do a multiply with this one. So now it's only waves where the black is, but also we're going to do a remap node. And if we do a remap, so the input value is from 0 to 1. So it's 1 here and the white is 0. let's see. Yeah, it's correct. I'm just putting it at the wrong place. So I'm deleting the remap to not confuse you. So we have this part here, right? So if I just do this and whoops, move it up. So if I save now and just show the result, you see the waves is where the water is, and that's super nice. And now we just want to make sure the waves is not this super strong and high. And the way we do this is to... So this is the normal, and this is how strong it's going to be. And here is where we want to add the remap. So the waves is going to be able to not go only up, but a little bit downwards as well. So here the value is 0 to 1. And so the input is 0 to 1. And here then it's going to be like negative. Actually, we're going to do like this. We're going to do a float here. And we're going to do a negate. So here this is 0.1. No, let's do 0.1. And if we do a vector 2, so the I is a positive value 0.1. And here we negate it. So x is negative 0.1. And if we plug it in here, we have remapped it. So this value is 0 to 1 at the input, and the output is between negative 0.1 until positive 0.1. So if we save this one, you see now we have the waves like this. And it's actually too much. So we're going to do a float. So we're going to do wave height. So this wave height, we're going to make a slider. And it's going to be at the maximum 0.1. So if we do here, we can add the waves. We cannot control it. And the last part, if we want the waves, because you see the waves are static, right? We can just, let's see, add some kind of offset. So here is the position going to the noise, and the noise is always the same, right? So if we do here, we add, then we do add the time, then we have it animated. And the last part, of course, is just doing the wave speed. So we have a wave speed down here. So if we use the same, now we can't really think like that. Yeah. Wave speed 2. We need to have 2 wave speeds here. So we here do a multiply. No, sorry. The time is multiplied with the speed value. We can control the value of the speed of the vertex waves. And we're going to change that to a slider. And it's going to be 0.01 as a start. Yeah. So here you have it. So now you see we have waves. And You also see here where it's kind of white in the vertex mask, it's calm. And at the shores, it's also calm. But the longer out on the ocean, it gets more waves. So here we have it. Isn't this cool? Super awesome. Cute little planet with cute little clouds. So I really hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it to this. Thank you so much for watching.